in today's video, I'm going to be telling you how you can grind your character's stats to the max in Disgaea 5. And I know that grinding for max stats is going to be a pain. I know it's going to take a while, but I know it's going to be worth it. So here are the tools that you're going to need in order to make your character stronger and in order to grind for max stats. So what you're going to do in order to grind for max stats is that you're going to need to go to the Carnage dimension. You're going to need to go to the Carnage dimension, or before you go to Carnage dimension, you go to Squad. And once you go to Squad, you select your level 9999 character and assign them to the Capture Squad. Once they're assigned to the Capture Squad, this is where you go to the Carnage dimension and go to martial training stage in order to grind for stats. So I strongly recommend that you go to Carnage dimension once you assign your level 9999 character to the Capture Squad.
Choose a destination.
Once you do, second off, you'll be going to martial training, and the stage that you're going to do in the martial training while you're in the Carnage dimension is the 4th trial stage. By the time you get there, you use your level 99999 character, and you start capturing. Wait, let me lower the difficulty for a bit. Wait, just a minute.
To your heart's content.
Okay, let me reload the difficulty level. Okay. So, anyways, once you assign your level 9999 character, this is where you'll be capturing enemies to magic extract, which is martial training, and the stage that you're going to select is the 4th trial stage. So by the time you reach that stage, you select your level 9999 character and start capturing enemies. Now the more enemies you capture and the more you magic extract them, the stronger your characters get. So you keep doing this 4th trial stage to capture as many enemies as you can in order to get high stats for the magic extract. So I'll be using my level 9999 character to finish the job. So I'm gonna capture at least 27. And then once I do, I'm gonna show you how you can get like at least 5 or 10 characters to have high stats. Once I capture at least 27 or 40 enemies.
Here I go. Here I go.
Alright, let's see how many enemies I capture. Alright, let's see how many enemies I captured. So by the time you captured many enemies, so I captured at least 40 enemies. So by the time you capture like enough enemies to do the magic extract, you go to the interrogation room and start interrogating your enemies, causing the SP to be reduced. By the time you reduce their SP down to 0, you go to extract and extract them all at once to get high stats. Alright guys, now that I got the magic extract and the strengthening and the shards, since I defeated my enemies who are at revenge mode, this is where you're going to at least get 5 characters to have high stats. So how you're going to do this is that you're going to need a maid in your group. And once you get the maid in your group, your maid class proficiency has to be at least maxed out. Once it's maxed out, you receive licensed caregiver. You receive the licensed caregiver from the skill shop by the time you max out your maid's class proficiency. So let me show you how the licensed caregiver could work in order to get at least 5 characters or 10 characters to get high stats. So let's start by going to the Carnage dimension. So let me select the stage, and okay. So I'm going to show you how licensed caregiver could work. First off, select the maid and select 5 characters that you want their stats to get higher. So I'm going to try and select Chilia. Let's see the next one. Margarita. The next character. The Sage. And last but not least, who's the one? Zeta. Okay, so because my maid has her evil T licensed caregiver has its ability to give an item to all 5 characters at once. So I'm going to show you right now. You see that? Licensed caregiver has the ability to give one item to all 5 characters at once, causing their stats to rise up. So you see right now I use licensed caregiver to raise my character's stats, and their stats are a little bit stronger. So I'm going to try this again to show it to you guys one last time. So I'm going to start using the magic extract again, and voila! Yoko's stats are high enough, so is the Sage's stats, so is Zeta's stats, and so is Margarita's stats, and so is Kilia's stats. So let me just end turn. So you see this? To get at least like 5 or 6 characters to get awesome stats, you're gonna need your maid to max out the class proficiency. Once you do that, once you max out the class proficiency for the maid, then you receive a skill called licensed caregiver that is available from the skill shop once you max out your maid's class proficiency. By the time you do that, you use your maid's evil T to give one item to all 5 characters at once, causing their stats to grow. So this is what you need to do in order to make at least 5 characters stronger, or at least get their stats to like 10 mil. That's what you need. So I'm gonna use it again, and so you see what's happening here. Because of my maid's evil T, she was able to use her item to allow all 5 characters to have their stats grown. That's what my maid's evil T can do in the process. So I'm gonna finish up the state. I'm gonna finish up the stage so that I can end it here. Alright, anyways guys, that's it for this video. So I showed you what you need to do in order for you and your characters to get high stats. So I'm gonna show this to you again before I leave. So what you're going to do in order to get high stats is that you need select your maid. Like you need your maid. What you're going to do is that you're going to need your maid, and you're going to need her class proficiency to rise up to the max. Once you do, you go to skill shop. Once you do, you go to skill shop, and by the time you go to skill shop, select your maid again, and the evil tea that she'll receive is licensed caregiver. And once she receives licensed caregiver has the ability to use one item on all 5 characters, causing their stats to keep growing higher. And also, licensed caregiver is when using a healing item, the range of its effect will be expanded. So that's what you need to do in order for your character's stats to get stronger. So like I said, capture as many enemies as you can, and capture as many enemies as you can and extract the magic out of them. Once you do that, get a maid that has her class proficiency up to the max, and once it's up to the max, then you go to the skill shop and get licensed caregiver. Once licensed caregiver is received, go to the Carnage dimension or to the normal dimension and select a stage. And once you select the stage, then use the evil tea called licensed caregiver that will allow at least 5 characters at once to get high stats once it's done. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Disgaea videos. Anyways guys, this is Anime Sage, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.